Oh,
I hate that thing, bro.
When did that?
yeah. When did that shit
Dude, it
start?
has to be. It's like a legality now. Yeah. Californians.
It's being recorded. I'm out. Leaving it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
recording.
wait, we're being
So this is
recorded
gonna
now?
be used, held against me in the court a lot. Yeah, I'm out.
100%. You better leave the chat.
It
All
wasn't
right,
me.
it's another edition of the Way Out Here podcast, and it is almost Memorial Day. Holy smokes! It has officially been 1 year since we started the pod. How crazy is that?
Damn.
It's our
Who'd have
1 year
thought?
anniversary.
We made it.
These
1 year
motherfuckers don't
anniversary
miss.
pod.
Wow.
These motherfuckers
Motherfuckers
don't miss. 1 year. How insane is that? And Matt has a special topic for us tonight. So Matt, you want to share?
Uh-oh.
Dude, so I was driving yesterday or 2 days ago. I thought about like my ex-girlfriend for a minute, and then I thought about
This should be good.
Here we go.
if you shove a bunch of ice in someone's throat and they can't breathe and it melts, the evidence is gone, right?
Okay, I feel like we're going down a road that's not legal.
Remember last pod when we said that we're just a kind of a murder podcast randomly? We have little tidbits of like murder tips. One day somebody's gonna actually die by whatever like we say, and that will be like an accomplice to this crime.
You're not gonna be able to choke somebody out with ice cubes.
You
Is that what you're trying to
can't?
tell
Are
me?
you sure? Like if you put a bunch of ice in someone's mouth and then cover their mouth, but there were like there's no like I don't know, like cover their mouth with like a pillow or something, because there's no blunt trauma to their body or anything like that, and the evidence of them like being suffocated is
Hey,
gone.
It
From
will
the
just
ice
look
cubes.
like asphyxiation, just like they choked to death.
Exactly.
Matt,
Yeah, what's up, dude?
are you doing okay?
Yeah, we
Do
need
we
to have a
have
talk.
a-
I'm not. I'm
we
at a
have
very low
one-
point in my life right now.
Whoa.
One year anniversary for the pod, and we are having these.
Well, it's been 1 full year since everything happened, so that's kind of why I thought about murder.
Is that
I mean,
really? It's been a
really
year?
only. Honestly, it kind of seems longer.
Just
Yeah, it
tell me
feels
about
like-
it. It's
feels like
felt way
forever.
longer.
Feels like forever.
But yeah,
Feels
that was like my weird
forever.
random thought I had the other day.
It kind of that thought though is exactly like the ice pick. The ice
No,
pick
exactly.
joke.
That's kind of like what
Okay.
I thought. Like,
I have a thing about the ice pick because weirdly enough, a video on my TikTok popped up after we had talked about
Oh
this.
no!
Super weird. So
it's
this
like they're
guy,
listening or something.
yeah, it's like they're listening. So this guy was
the heck?
explaining that you couldn't possibly puncture somebody with an ice pick because
Baloney.
they're really not sharp enough to pierce skin. 'cause
Neither
they're-
am I.
Okay. 2, you couldn't get a grip good enough to do it without breaking the fucking thing off to
Yeah,
pierce
true.
skin.
Or it would
and-
slide through your hand or something, probably.
Yeah. Also, how many people have you ever heard die with just one stab wound? You know what I mean?
I mean, it depends where
Like,
you stab them.
But how good
So you're
aim
saying you
has
have to have
be-
multiple ice picks?
You'd either have to have multiple ice picks, and you got to have these ice picks sharp enough to pierce through skin, and you
Dude.
got to also hit them in a spot that's going to kill them.
Their neck.
Time.
I thought
Yeah.
about it before. Their neck has got to be the softest part.
Dude, I feel like this is going down such a bad road right now. I don't even know if we should use.
But
Gonna be honest, bro. Feeling a little.
feeling a little weird, like you're gonna get fired from your job because we're talking about murdering people.
I don't care about the job. I'm worried about the cops coming to my house. Like, hey, we want to talk to you about your friend. What friends?
Yeah.
I've always actually thought that listening to like crime podcasts or listening to a documentary, some of those guys actually, I thought of this because a new Conjuring is coming out.
Yes.
I
And
saw
so-
that and I turned the
Yeah.
channel immediately.
Yeah, so I was thinking about the producers that make that. They have to be kind of twisted, right?
Lionsgate.
I know, but to make those movies, you
sense.
have to be a little like twisted. You can't just show up to
Yeah.
work every day and film a horror movie for months and months and be like, go home
Yeah.
to your wife and kids and be like, hey, everything's cool.
Who is the main guy at? I'm gonna look this shit up, dude. That
Yeah,
guy's
I
gotta-
mean,
It's one of those jobs that I feel like if you're doing it, you have to be a little bit weird. You just have to be. And so as we talk about murder on the podcast, people are probably a little bit worried.
I got murder on my mind.
Yeah, people have to be a little bit worried, but I'm worried for people that are in professions like making.
Yeah, but if you think
horror
about it,
films.
it's like it's their job to write that stuff. Like, dude, they deal with this stuff on a daily basis.
Yeah, how they come up with
You
that
know what I
shit,
mean?
though, you know what
Well,
I
I
mean?
mean,
Yeah.
dude, and a lot of the scary movies, like in my opinion, are like pretty much the exact same. They just kind of roll off of each other.
Sure.
Like it's just like a little different twist in the storyline. It's not always like they're all pretty similar. So, I mean, as a writer, like, and
Very true.
I guess a director and everything like that, like if you're around that all the time, dude, it just becomes second nature. Like it doesn't bother, you know.
They're
That's-
also coming out with that new Saw movie too.
Oh yeah. See, Saw's a big one where you have to be like, oh, these producers are kind of demented. Like, what's going on here? They're
Yeah, right?
sawing
Yeah,
off
don't-
each other's
yeah.
heads and legs.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Yeah, like chopping each other up.
Sheesh.
That's a Matt's definitely getting convicted after this pod.
Matt, what the fuck, dude? Are we gonna have to be on a stand here in the next month? Because
Yeah, probably.
We're gonna be on
Oh
a
my
witness
God.
stand. That's
Yeah.
that's what's
Oh,
going
By
on.
the way, the San Diego trip is canceled because I have court.
I have court that week.
next week he's got an ankle monitor on. What the fuck happened?
Dude,
It
next time
runs
we
in the
see Matt,
family.
He's doing.
Oh no!
God.
You wouldn't get it.
Orange jump.
You
orange
just wouldn't
jumpsuit.
understand.
Yeah, you don't get it, bro.
Oh.
Orange jumpsuit gang. That's
Whoops.
jumpsuit city. Oh man, you said you needed new clothes for San Diego. You can order some jumpsuits. Maybe orange.
Dude, I bought way
maybe
too
gray.
much stuff. Do you guys ever get like those urges to like buy something?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
like-
just impulse. Like
Yes.
it's just
Oh, I guess
impulsive
yeah, there's a
buys?
word for
Hell yeah.
that. Dude, every time I
That's just
see
a word
like
for that.
every time I see like an attractive dude in like nice clothes, I'm like, I need that. Like that's gonna make me look 100 times better. But we all know like nothing could make me look better. So I don't.
That's not true, but looking at models wearing clothes is so deceptive. They always talk about girls, how there's like plus size models now and stuff.
Mhm.
But for guys, it's not like we care that much. But damn, the guys that model some of the clothes for us, you're like, damn, I'm never gonna look like that, bro. Like, look at this guy. He's like 6'3". He's 180. He's cut up. You're like, geez, bro. Like he's rocking the shit out of some polo that you want. You wear it, and you're like, what kind of belly shirt shit is this? Like,
Yeah, what kind of crop top for the boys is this?
Yeah. Like this doesn't look anything like I ordered.
This is. I definitely did not order this off a Wish. What the hell?
Seriously.
Or I guess yeah.
Oh
Dude,
my goodness.
It's so
I
true.
don't-
Like it's
I watched like a TikTok yesterday, and the dude was like, did like a little TikTok video on like different fits for the summer. And I was like, damn, he looks so good. I definitely am buying this stuff because it's gonna make me look that good. But I know as soon as I get it, it's gonna be too tight. My gut's gonna be hanging out. My ass is gonna rip a hole in the jeans. Like, I don't know. We'll see. Because I got like meaty. That's my issue. I have meaty legs. Like my thighs and calves are thick. So anything that's like tailored or like tapered or like an athletic fit just makes me look plump.
hey, that just means you've never skipped leg day. That's all that means.
Oh, I definitely skip leg day.
No one's gonna accuse you of skipping leg day. They're like, damn, look at those thighs.
All the chicken nuggies just went straight to the thighs.
Chicken nuggies.
Hey man, better to have it than to do leg day and still look like you've never done leg day in your life.
True.
so,
I could look the way I do, or I could look like Taylor.
yeah,
know?
facts. You can be look like you're running on chopsticks all day.
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, just self-deprecation for
That's
the
it.
win
Oh,
here.
It's
so
a-
can my head
it's
be the
the
sushi
mother-
then?
Hey man, it's just the way it is, man. Sometimes you got the legs, sometimes you don't. Some skinny
Dude,
boys.
if I could pair my bottom half, well,
If
like
my
top of
bottom
thigh down on Taylor, dude, he would be America's next top model.
bro, I'd look like
100%.
a goofy son of a bitch. You shitting me? Your legs are short as hell, bro. There's no way.
True, with your long
And I
ass
got-
orangutan arms, dude.
I don't know.
You'd be touching your ankles.
I don't understand what it is, but my torso feels like it's 9 feet long, and my legs do not feel like that at all. Like I have like
Yeah, I feel like the
all
opposite.
torso, no legs.
I feel like all legs. Like when I like lay in bed and I just go, God, you ugly sick fuck. And then I just
Bro.
like look and I'm like, man, my legs look hella long, but my torso looks hella short.
We do need a counseling session on the podcast.
Are we okay?
We need a
Damn.
full-blown psychologist in this bitch. Like we need.
It's been a year. We all hate each other. We just hate
Yeah.
ourselves.
It's been.
I just hate myself.
Hey, what is
Oh
it?
my gosh.
What does a year do to you? It's like we all hate each other, ourselves, everyone around us. Like it's
I don't
just,
hate you guys. I just
just-
hate myself.
Hey, also it's our 90th episode. So
Oh,
Holy
damn.
Santa
that's a
Claus
90.
shit.
We did 90 episodes in 1 year. That's pretty impressive.
That's
Holy
pretty
shit,
wild.
That's a lot of talking.
It's a lot of content.
I
That's
can't believe people have been listening to us still.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
insane.
over 90 hours for sure of content. So people have over what is that? Almost 4 days worth of content. That's a
Quick mass. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You can listen to the Way Out Here podcast for 4 days straight if you wanted to. I don't know what
I don't
psychopath
recommend
would
it.
do
You
that,
might. You also
Yeah.
might hate yourself after.
but-
Yeah, it might drive you nuts.
Terms and conditions may apply.
Yeah, you have to check the box before you actually proceed listening to the podcast.
We have a terms of agreement and a little privacy notice. We're not liable.
We're
for-
not liable for any Golden Gate Bridge jump offs or anything like that.
I'm still flabbergasted that you can do that. Like it seems like a no-brainer that they would just put one of those, those fences that they have on the Monroe Street Bridge. It's like the rounded ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Like
dang, I gotta-
you can't climb them.
Thing's so damn big, bro.
Oh, so they have that
I
on
know,
the
but-
Monroe Street Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay, I gotta check
fence
that off
like
my
curves in, so you can't climb up it and like jump or anything. Like you literally can't. It's impossible.
How do you spell Monroe?
Nothing's impossible.
Yeah, I guess. I was like, bet.
Yeah, bet I'm gonna do it just to fucking.
You want to see me do it again?
If you
Say
you,
less.
you live, you're just like I made it, boys. You vlog the whole thing. You got a GoPro strapped to your face.
Dude, if the fall didn't kill you, like the river right there would. The Spokane River would definitely.
Yeah,
kill you.
that fall would be
But that-
brutal though. There's
that river
jagged
is
rocks is
nasty.
Good. Just get it over quick.
Okay.
okay. Moving on to maybe something not as
I feel like
You
we're gonna
sure
have to
check
cut,
in with
we're
your
gonna have-
friends.
We're gonna have to cut this whole episode, this whole first half off because
Okay,
it's just nothing but
and-
murder and self hate. Yeah, we gotta fucking
No one-
lock it in, boys.
no one accused us of being a self-love podcast.
Oh.
So we're fine.
Hey, man.
First topic we got Brooks and DeChambeau. They're
Yikes.
feuding right now. So if you haven't seen the videos,
Fucking living
Brooks
for it.
Koepka was doing a interview and DeChambeau walked by. I don't know if he said something to him
No,
or
it
he
was
just
his
heard the metal
cleats.
cleats.
It was his cleats.
DeChambeau is like the biggest hardo on the PGA Tour ever, but he wears metal cleats because apparently he thinks it's going to like make him swing harder, which it does. But
Yeah, he also hits the ball like 380 yards.
yeah, Brooks Koepka had the funniest reaction, just like a
Dude,
total.
I've never seen. I honestly love it for the PGA. I
Seriously.
love it, dude. The PGA needs this like something, dude. This fiery like spark because everyone's like everybody out there is buddy. There's not really anybody who just like like in the NBA you see those like tussles and like hockey. There's
Mhm.
the fights and everything like that. Golf, it's like, hey, bro, good to see you this week. Yeah, hey, good job. Like we
Yeah.
need this. Golf needs this to like.
Yeah, they need.
But also
they
at the
need
same time, I feel like
characters.
I feel like Brooks is kind of being a little petty. There has to be something more
Yeah,
going on than like what we've seen as like the spectators. Because
Yeah.
hearing someone's like spikes coming up, and also my other thought too was it might not have been the spikes as well. It might have been the fact that like DeChambeau probably knew that that's where they were giving like the interviews and stuff like that, and he
Right.
just walked right by the interview. So I don't know if Brooks kind of got upset at that he didn't like walk around where they were doing it, or
the only reason why I think he said something before is because he was like, "Oh, I hate to hear this bullshit," or after hearing that bullshit, and it was like he either meant the metal spikes or DeChambeau said something
just
like somebody
speaking.
was saying that they heard like a whisper of like, well, if you hit it on the right line or like if you did this and that's why Brooks reacted like that. Also, now there's a ton of videos coming out of Brooks and DeChambeau being like not good friends. So
Really, I've only
Yeah.
seen like a couple.
yeah, I mean, they just and there's been like there's things leaking now where they like request not to be partners if they can and things like that. So we'll see what happens, but they might literally have to be partners for the Ryder Cup, which would be crazy.
Well, they will be on the same team. The coach or the captain of the team picks who they're paired with. And I think if they're trying to win the Ryder Cup, which, dude, the Ryder Cup's a big deal, boys.
US
it's
hasn't
like-
won in a while, too. Am I mistaken? I don't
So
think-
they've won the President's Cup. I don't know about the Ryder Cup, but
'cause the
it's
Ryder
been a
Cup is
while.
against England.
Well,
right?
so no. So the Ryder Cup is in Europe and it's against Europe. The President's Cup is in the USA, but it's against Europe.
Gotcha.
So it's the
Okay.
same thing, but one's in the US and one's overseas.
Gotcha. Does it happen every year or 2 years?
It's every 2 years and they are staggered. So usually it's President's Cup and then Ryder Cup, President's Cup, Ryder Cup.
Dude,
But I
what
don't
a
think over the last year they had it with
Yeah, the
with all
last
the
time they had
COVID
it
stuff.
was 2018. So Europe has won the last 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's kind of a bummer. But yeah, and the last 2 of 8. That's not great. But hey, man, they won all those, even with Tiger like kind of coming up. That's kind
Dude,
of
the European, that's the thing though, it's a team game, dude. And the Europeans are freaking, dude, the Europeans always have just ballers, dude. Like they always find these dudes that are just playing good golf at the right time. And dude, it's actually crazy. The squads, like when you look at like on paper and you see USA versus Europe, and you see on the USA side Tiger, Brooks Koepka, Ricky Fowler, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas. Like, dude, the list is just stacked. And you're like, how do they lose? But golf is obviously like a lot harder than like most team games when it comes to that sense.
Yeah.
But dude, I've always wanted to go to one because it's a freaking riot, dude.
Yeah, that sounds so fun. Also, over the weekend, Phil Mickelson won his first championship in forever. It felt like that looked so damn cool. Holy shit.
Yeah. It reminded when Tiger won the Tour Championship in 2019 when he like made his, so he won the Masters the following year, but he ended up winning, or was it 2018? I think he won the 2018 PGA Championship, and it was like that same scene walking up 18 and the whole freaking crowd was behind him. Also, fun fact about Phil winning this weekend, he is the oldest player in golf history to win a major.
Yeah,
At
that's
50
crazy.
years
He's
old.
50 years old.
50
Man.
years old
50?
in 11 months. Yeah,
Bro,
dude, he
this guy
turns
is-
51 next month, bro.
Filthy Phil, bro.
Still hit a drive 366.
Mother.
Dude, I saw
16.
I saw the funniest video on TikTok. They're like, did you know that old school golf in the PGA Tour, whoever like won the last hole, the crowd would rush to go get the ball. And so there's videos of people like the guy making the final putt and everybody's just running from the crowd to try to grab it out of the hole. And they're like diving on top of each other. And like, it was a wild scene. But if you haven't looked this up, there's like hella videos on YouTube of people just literally trampling each other to get the final ball at the championship. Because the guy who wins it never took it out of the hole. He would literally put it in as it's going in. There are people sprinting to grab the ball. It's so damn funny. Oh my gosh.
Dude, this is
Um,
nuts.
last thing
People
I
are
have about
crazy
golf.
nowadays.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but the LTP Classic or the Let Them Play Classic that Barstool hosted this past weekend, the women's college golfers weren't able to like finish their tournament. There was something wrong with the commissioner, didn't let them finish. And so Barstool set up a tournament in 1 week that was fully funded by Barstool for them to finish out their college careers.
That's
um,
sick.
That's
And it
badass.
was so badass. So they had like a team championship, a singular championship. So it was really cool, but they finished the first ever LTP Classic. They call it the Let Them Play Classic. And they said they're going to do it every year now. So they'll fully fund a women's golf championship tournament, sanctioned by the NCAA, so they don't lose eligibility or anything, and
Dude.
pay for it all. How cool is that?
Dude, Barstool
pretty
has
sick.
their hands in literally everything.
That's
They
smart. Why not?
are, dude, they are spread out. That's crazy.
Good. And people hate on Barstool, but they've literally given over $40 million in donations to local businesses around the globe. Like,
Yeah.
that's insanity.
Dude,
Yeah,
no,
that's crazy.
Barstool is such a good
I think
little
I think I
brand.
think Barstool got a bad rap for kind of what it was early on,
Mhm.
and that kind of
Well,
like
yeah, 'cause it
carried
started out
on.
as like a frat. It started
Yeah.
out as like a frat meme page back in
Yeah,
Yeah.
years ago.
but now,
It's-
dude, it's evolved so much over the
So much.
last
Yeah.
several years. Like it's super cool to see.
Yeah.
See him
And there's
doing that for the
legit
community.
characters in Barstool now. Like you can
Yeah.
follow, different sports have different,
Yeah.
characters. There's over 20 podcasts on their network. So, I respect all that Barstool has done. And they've moved on from a meme page, which is funny. They still post like hilarious shit though
Yeah,
on
they
their
do.
pages.
Hell yeah, they do.
But they definitely have a cast of characters and content creators that are pretty
Yeah.
funny and cool to follow, which
Yeah.
is awesome. All right. In other news, Kim Kardashian is being sued by her landscapers. Apparently, she didn't pay taxes on the funds that she was paying them, and so in turn, they had to pay the taxes, and so they're suing her for damages for having to pay like the federal government the taxes that she owed. So crazy. Also, on top of this, Kim Kardashian failed her bar, like they call it the baby bar exam. So after your first year of law school, you have to take a bar exam. She failed that. So everybody that was like praising her, they're like, oh my gosh, she's going to be a lawyer. Her first test, she failed.
Probably can't even spell her own last name.
I didn't even know she was becoming a lawyer.
She's not.
What?
Try to
She's
pay her
not.
way
Yeah,
to be a lawyer.
Obviously, she's not. She can't.
Because you only
even
get a
pass the
couple
test.
chances for those bar tests too, don't you?
Yeah, I think for the first year exam, you only get like 3 tries.
Also, dude, could you
and
imagine?
it takes like months to prepare.
Could you fucking imagine going to jail and they bring in Kim Kardashian to be your lawyer? Like,
Where's Ashton Kutcher? Is this prank?
No.
Is this like a public attorney?
Where is Disick? I only want Lord Disick as my lawyer. I'm not doing no fucking.
Hell, I'll even
Kardashian.
take Kourtney Kardashian. Like,
fuck yeah, I'll take Kourtney.
Oh, I would definitely take Kourtney.
Okay.
Okay.
What? I feel like she'd be a good lawyer.
I guess what you can include the Jenners in this. Which would you trust the most to get you out of prison for like a crime you did, but they have to get you out and they have to actually you're on trial. Which Jenner or Kardashian would you choose?
Oh, jeez.
Who was not Bo Jackson? Why can't I think of this guy's name?
O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson. Who was his lawyer?
It was Kardashian's dad.
It was Rob Kardashian.
Who
I want Rob
has
Kardashian.
died. Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
I'll bring him back to life.
Well,
I'll do
obviously,
stem cell
Rob
research and bring
Kardashian
him
was
back.
literally part of. They call it the Dream Team, like the Dream Team lawyers that got OJ off for his murder.
Wait, he died?
Yeah, like
When did he
long time
die?
ago, like 2002,
Really?
2003.
Yeah.
Yeah, a while ago.
You said it was Rob?
Yeah, because the son's name is Rob now, but Robert Kardashian.
Oh, that's probably why I thought like
Mm.
that makes sense.
Nope. Now you get the Kardashian son, who has a baby with Black China.
Hey, there got to be some genetics passed down, right?
Dude, it does not look like it.
I'll take Rob 2 for 400.
Rob 2.
Or I guess Rob the second for
I'm taking
400.
Junior. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
taking
up.
RBJ.
You're up,
I'm not-
bud.
I'm not taking any of them, bro. But
Yeah, I was gonna say I might just go with a public defender instead.
Yeah, I might as. Yeah, I think I'll just represent myself at that point. I'll try to talk myself out of it. No, no shot.
Has
You
anyone
just
ever
said-
done that?
Taylor's like, jail ain't that bad. Like, I'll just go to jail. I'll plead guilty. I don't care. Has anybody ever done what?
Like defended themselves successfully?
Oh,
A bunch of people.
Ted
I think
Bundy tried to do it.
Ted Bundy was successful in his first, I believe, in his first
Didn't he
trial.
kill people?
He killed
Yeah.
like 50 plus people.
Yeah,
in
dude.
Seattle
That's it?
too.
Serial killer. Yeah, dude.
Nice, good for him.
He went to, I believe,
Oh, he defended himself. That's kind of cool.
he went to UW. So if that says anything about UW, go Cougs.
Go Huskies.
Goku.
I bleed that purple and gold.
I think there's a lot of people that have defended themselves and got off though. There's a lot of
Sure.
smart people that figure it out, and yeah.
Well, I'm sure you could like do some research and find like something that would get you out of the situation that you're in, like some stupid little like loophole kind of thing. Like
There's actually
not
a
for
lot of
every
people-
case, but there's got to be a couple.
There's actually quite a few people, and that's what Project Innocence, I think, is for. A lot of people that studied law while they are in jail for a
Yeah.
crime they didn't commit. And so
Yeah.
they then like protest their case or like go back to trial, and
Isn't
they like plead like that their lawyer was incompetent, because a lot of public defenders have so many cases that they can't actually spend time on your case. So
Sure.
you just go to jail and have to eat it. And some of these guys are like, dude, I didn't do the crime. They study in jail, go back to court and win, which is kind of cool.
Isn't Stephen Avery a part of that? I'm pretty sure he's on that shit.
Yeah, he was with a Project Innocence lawyer, but that dude's never gonna get out.
No.
He
No, he's
is
gonna die in
not.
jail.
He keeps trying to get a pardon, which is the only way he's getting out of jail, and that's not gonna happen. So, can you imagine Trump pardoning, like when he was in office, Trump pardoning Stephen
Oh.
Avery? God.
If he would have pardoned Stephen Avery and the Tiger King in the
Ah.
same year, he should have done it. As just like
Should've
a
just done
fuck
it.
you to Biden on the way out, like suck my dick. Both these guys are out now. What are you gonna do?
Now you got to deal
That
with
would-
both of them.
Carol Baskin's dead. The world just went.
Wait, Carol Baskin died?
No,
No,
damn.
but she probably would if Joe Exotic was running loose.
110%.
Didn't he lose his animals?
To her, yes, she
Yeah,
bought his
she
zoo.
bought-
Well, I
yeah,
saw
she
a
bought
post
it.
like this weekend or something like that where he lost all of his animals.
Yeah, well, she
Was
bought
it
his
to
zoo.
Carol Baskin?
She bought his zoo, and then he had like a property with other animals, and he lost that too. But I
Damn.
don't know if he lost it to her. So yeah,
That's
dude, people
sad,
that
dude.
like tigers and stuff like that whole documentary, what a bunch of weirdos, just straight up weirdos.
I would love
Came
a
out-
I would love a big cat.
Dude.
Hell no, dude. I'm
No?
not getting no damn tiger. No.
Let's just get it over
You
with
shitting
early.
me?
That's
Even
fucking-
what the? No, man.
You
Hell
wouldn't
no.
want, dude. I would love
No.
just a tiger just to throw me around a little
The
bit.
only exotic animal that I would be cool with is like a monkey or like a lemur. Like
Oh,
those
what
would
a
be kinda dope.
terrible animal!
Dude, that'd be badass,
That'd be
man. Are you
terrible.
kidding?
You
Just a
can't
fucking
have a
little
pet
monkey?
that's smarter than you. What?
Are you shitting me? I'm definitely smarter than a monkey. Most times.
Most days, except
Dude, I, don't know, I
Saturday.
feel like a monkey could just like, I don't know. For some reason, monkeys just freak me out, dude.
Monkeys scare the shit out of me because there's
Right?
like horror stories of owning monkeys, and they
Oh,
go
dude.
like they're cool for like 15 years, and all of a sudden one day they snap. Honestly, it's kind of like any animal except like dogs and cats. They're like there's stories where they're like, oh yeah, this tiger was like chill for 15 years, and one day I was feeding the tiger and he killed me.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
because they're wild animals. dude.
No,
Yeah, they're
meant
not
to be
meant to
tamed.
be
It's
in a
how you
cage.
bring them out. It's how
No.
you bring them up. Dude.
No.
If you
no.
raise them correctly and
Matt's
train
gonna go
'em
buy
properly-
cattails after this.
Dude.
Yeah, let me just write you a bounce check really quick for that.
How much do you
You-
think that cattails is worth? I don't even
Oh,
know.
It's
Like,
got to be
Probably a
fuck,
couple $100.
Fuck, I don't even know now, man. I haven't been there literally since I was like,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's
10.
probably worth on like a couple $100.
I can't believe it stuck around to be.
Nobody
to be
goes
honest.
there.
Like, it's,
Dude,
yeah,
what a
right?
terrible
Like,
climate for those animals too.
yeah, right. Dude.
terrible.
Unless it's like a
Watch it.
snow leopard or tiger.
Well,
'Cause
I
aren't
haven't-
those like better for colder weather?
We sound like we're on the board of PETA right now.
yeah.
What
I
a
wish on the
terrible-
board of pita bread.
Fuck them.
I love me
cats,
some
dog.
So true. Pita
Fuck
Pit.
them
I'd
cats,
love
dog.
to be on the board of Pita Pit. Love that place.
Ooh, pita pit low key.
Slaps.
Dude,
Yeah,
Peter-
I feel like
Peter
Peter-
Pet bangs.
I feel like
Dude,
pita pit
dude, it's-
usually
Did I
is
say
pretty
Peter
good.
Pet?
Dude, it always
Yeah, you
depends
did.
on what you get. Like I've gotten really crappy food from Pita Pit because they load it weird or something. It's all about
Yeah.
getting extra meat at Pita Pit. You have to.
You
do it.
have to get the extra
meats,
meat.
Yeah.
Have to get the extra meat, or they just
Too much
sauce it up with a
lettuce.
bunch of free
Lettuce.
bunch of bullshit. So
And I'm not a big fan of like a lot of lettuce.
Yeah, me either.
Like
yeah,
I
too
had a
much
Big
lettuce.
Mac the other day for the first time in like 48 hours. And dude, it was like just lettuce.
48 hours.
Dude, you know who really is about the lettuce is McDonald's, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, the
Like,
Big Mac
Yeah.
The
is so
McChickens, dude.
good.
The McChickens
Yeah.
are
Big
like
Mac is so
Yeah.
good.
salad.
But the Big Mac, yeah, that's why I got two of them. Freaking, it's like a salad. It's like
Yeah,
a burger
exactly.
salad.
Yeah, you throw that in a bowl, you're like, wow, look at this salad that I got.
Dude, you literally could, honest to God, you could take off the lettuce and put it into a bowl and have a side salad with your Big Mac.
You 110% could.
And you'd still have lettuce on your Big Mac. Like,
That and adding like way too much mayo on some of their food.
I'm down with the mayo though.
Dude, I like mayo, but if you put too much, your food starts looking kind of nappy.
It looks kind of
Like,
sus.
Yeah, it just looks.
All right, who made this back there?
It's got some special sauce on it. I didn't ask for that.
Oh, it looks kind of sus. It's such a perfect, terrible thing to think about.
But honestly, dude, I love
this looks
those.
sus.
Dude, I love those sus McChickens, though, dude. When I open that and I see the mayo on the wrapper, I know it's busting, dude. Like I know it's gonna be good.
Have you ever had a McChicken with cheese?
Ooh, I
Yes,
haven't.
dude. Hannah turned me on to that. Like
Yeah.
she loves.
Is it good?
Cheese.
It is good, but it also
it-
costs extra to get the cheese. So
Yeah. Also,
yeah.
it feels weird ordering it. I don't know why, but I've ordered it for Hannah a lot, and it just
Yeah.
feels
Also,
like
I got their
McChicken-
new I got their new like crispy McChicken thing. Dude, just get a normal McChicken. They just fry it one more time to make it a crispy.
I was gonna say McChickens are fried already.
No, I know, but like they have like their new like it's like the competitive like
Yeah.
It's the spicy
Dude.
chicken sandwich. I've seen it.
Oh.
Yeah.
dude, it's just a freaking McChicken.
I'm a
Yeah.
sucker for a spicy chicken sandwich.
It's actually very good.
Anywhere.
But yeah, it's just a chicken sandwich.
Bro,
I
I had
feel-
a chicken sandwich for breakfast this morning from Wendy's.
Ooh, was it
Oh,
good?
It was
that
actually,
that is a place.
it
Spicy
was-
chicken sandwiches, bang.
right.
Wendy's.
I didn't even know it was a chicken sandwich. I just saw. I woke up in a panic. I was late, and
What? Taylor, not you.
I needed some food, and I was like, I'm just gonna swing by Wendy's because I'm literally a block away. And I was like, give me the number one, and it was a maple croissant bread
Ooh.
with bacon
Whoa.
and spicy chicken as the meat. And I was like, what the? It was so good. It was actually like, I don't really get a lot of chicken sandwiches, but I would definitely do that.
I
one
love
again.
chicken sandwiches.
I might
dude.
end up going back there again.
Weird, twice in
weird-
one day.
Have you
Weird
guys had
combo.
a Chick-fil-A's breakfast?
Oh,
No.
dude, are you kidding?
Is it
Of
any
course.
difference? Like, is there any difference in like their menu? I guess.
I don't think so, but they come with biscuits instead of.
See, I'm not a
regular-
big biscuit guy.
Ooh.
Biscuits are just here's the thing: you got to butter the biscuits and then put it on the
Okay.
sandwich because dry
fair.
biscuits are the
Dude,
worst.
dry biscuits are
Dry-
cancer.
Dude,
The
I
worst.
cannot.
At least spit on it first. Like, come on,
Woof. Okay.
dude.
Bounce chicka wah, wah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
I can't stand biscuits. Like,
Biscuits are good, dude.
dude,
You just gotta drown them in gravy and butter.
That's the
or
issue.
honey.
That's the best part. It makes
Oh,
it
honey.
Ooh.
Oh,
Dude.
honey.
Ooh.
the biscuits from
KFC.
KFC. And
See,
you
yeah, with
slap
the
the
honey
honey
and
all over
butter.
it. Oh,
yeah,
man.
dude. Those are the only ones. that I
Fire.
can- Yeah, those are. Fire.
Yeah, those are actually like super good. Damn,
I'm
we're
so-
You don't want to
fucking-
know what I do
We're
for
so
a biscuit.
fat.
They were so fat. dude.
God, dude, we're just look at us. Just we've spent 20 minutes talking about food.
I
we
love
could,
food.
We could probably go another 40. Like who knows?
Yeah, I could 110% do
Absolutely,
it.
dude.
Yeah, I could talk about it all night.
Oh, by the way, I have an update. Speaking of Chick-fil-A, I made it to step 2
Oh,
of the application.
No
process.
way.
Let's go. You have a
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
We'll see what happens, but they asked me to do a second application, so we've made it through round 1 on to round 2. They say it's going to take longer for round 2, so we'll see. But if I pass round 2, then things are going to get kind of serious.
Let's go, dude.
this has been
Yes.
a very funny joke, but damn, if we owned a Chick-fil-A franchise, I swear, dude, Chick-fil-A for everybody. Everybody gonna eat.
Hell yeah.
We all
dude.
eat.
We all eat.
like,
Oh my goodness. Okay, last topic. Memorial Day weekend is coming up. Obviously, we already said it's our 1-year anniversary. Any plans for Memorial Day?
I think we're just gonna golf.
Dude, I'm down
Yeah.
to just golf my absolute face off.
dude, I didn't golf at all last weekend, and
I didn't either.
I feel like I haven't touched a club in 9 years. I need
I
to get
touched it
back
about
out
30
on the
minutes ago.
leagues. Yeah, dude. What?
Oh, I was just taking them out of the back of my car and then put them in the garage.
Can clubs really break if you leave them in the back of the car?
Dude, I don't want to risk it. Like, I don't think
Same.
so. Like, if it got hot enough, I definitely could see how, like, if it got hot enough, it could make some of the points on a club weak because it's getting the epoxy really hot to where it's melting to where it can move, and then it's drying, and then it's getting really hot, and it's kind of doing that back and forth. So,
But how hot does it need to get for epoxy to
dude,
become
honestly,
liquid
not
again?
that hot.
Really?
Like when I was working on clubs, I
Yeah.
would have like a little baby butane torch, and I would,
Really?
yeah, dude, and I would throw it on there for probably, and I would just do like this back and forth on it for maybe like 10, 15 seconds.
Just give it a couple strokes.
Dude, give her 1, 2, 3 strokes, and then I'd throw it in the vise, and then I would just extract the shaft from the head, and which sounds painful. It's not. Because you have a glove on, so you don't touch the hot like club head. But yeah, dude, it really didn't take that much. Some stuff did, like if it was like an older club, but if it was a new club, it didn't take very much to like, get that stuff off. But I mean, I've never had any issues with it, and I leave my stuff in the car all the time. But I could see where it would be an issue like midsummer when it's really, really hot outside.
Yeah, your car starts cooking.
Dude, it gets hot as hell in your car. So
yeah, I have like I guess I just have a really weird fear of my clubs just like snapping. I like go to swing my 7. I'm like, why is there no club head here? What's going on?
Yeah, if anything were to happen, yeah, if anything were to happen,
not a great feeling.
Yeah, it would just be the head flying off. Honestly, it wouldn't really be the shaft probably wouldn't break in half. It would more than likely just be like the club head just flying off because of like the epoxy getting.
Matt, don't you have a story? You were at the range a couple of weeks ago at Trailhead.
Oh my God, yes, dude. So I'm just at the range smoking my driver, and there's this dude next to me. He pulls out his driver because we're obviously gonna have a dick measuring contest. See how far we can hit the driver.
If you're hitting driver next to somebody who's hitting driver, it's game on.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And so
good
like
luck.
when I'm like hitting balls, I try to like do it as if I'm playing, so I get the kind of mental part of it, and like my body kind of gets used to the flow of everything. So I step behind the ball, I pick my target line, I get up to it, do whatever, and then I hit it. So I step behind the ball, and this dude is swinging hard. And I'm like picking my target line, and I look up and I see this kid swing, and I see his club head fly off of the shaft, probably 50 yards into the driving range. He looks at me. I snapped straight to the ground. Zero eye contact. I would not want to acknowledge the fact that I just witnessed him doing that.
You both agreed to the
no. There were no words.
Dip out after that happens.
No,
bro.
There were no words.
He whipped back. He's like, "Did you see that shit?" You're like, "No."
Dude, I didn't know the kid.
What do you mean?
And he packed up his stuff, and I was gonna say like
that was it. He called it a day after that. You got to hit the rest of your balls.
I wouldn't. I packed
it up. No.
But did he go grab his head?
No.
He just left that. He left that club part out there.
Because
like,
dude, there's like there's like 20 other people hitting golf balls. Like he was too embarrassed to like say, "Hey guys, can you stop hitting for a second so I can go
get
the club head?"
Did his driver look like it was expensive, like a newer driver?
No, God, no. It was a pile of shit.
Nice. Dude,
he probably did himself a service by doing that.
Yeah, it's probably like
probably is like it's time for a new driver.
Yeah, excuse. Perfect.
Dude, my dad bought my little brother Mitchell clubs, and he like when he was in like middle school, and there's a crappy set of like Tommy Armour clubs, and he goes to the driving range, and Mitchell's like third swing. I mean, these are literally like $120 for a set, like a set putter to driver. Mitchell is like you guys know Hangman's driving range. There's a big pond. So you're hitting waters into the water. You're hitting balls into the water. And he goes and swings his like third swing. He takes his club head off. It goes into the water. Mitchell just packs up. He's like, it's time to go home.
Like that I get because like it's in the water. There's nothing you can do.
You're not gonna go dive for it. Oh, dude, that's such a bummer.
Dude, seeing Mitchell's face, like he really didn't care that much. He was like, okay, this is just the end of that. Like that's so funny, that sucks. Dude. But yeah, so everybody's been there. But That's
me.
just so funny to like actually agree like with somebody, just like nobody saw anything, just get out of here.
No, dude, and he like wanted to confirm what just happened because he looked at it. He's like, did that just happen? Then he pans over to me and I just snapped straight to the ground. Like I didn't see a damn thing, dude. Like I did not, I didn't want to say anything to him.
Oh, dude, bummer.
That's such a
Yeah.
bummer. That's so funny.
I was,
Bummer.
dude, my face was bright red. I was trying so hard not to laugh. It was so
All-
funny.
All right, we got segments. We got woe facts, and then we got one whack thing after. So let's do woe facts first. Tay, you want to go first?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Matt,
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to go first?
Yeah,
Sorry.
dude, chewing gum is banned in Singapore. Along with having laws against spitting and urinating anywhere but in a toilet. Obviously, like that makes sense. They're legally obligated as well, by the way, to flush if it's in a public washroom. Singapore has also banned chewing gum in an effect to keep the city clean and orderly. The ban was established in 1992. In 2004, exceptions were made for therapeutic, dental, or nicotine gums.
So they can chew nicotine gum only. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because if you think of how like gross a city is, part of the why like downtown Seattle is kind of gross is there's just like gum everywhere. Like even
You mean
making an
free
exception
gum?
for the gum wall, you know, like
Which they removed, by the way, like years ago.
oh no way, the gum wall's not there anymore.
Well, so okay,
Yeah,
so
they scraped it off.
they
like, a
scraped it
couple
all
years.
off, and then they, I think they're redoing it now. Though they're like everyone's
Yeah.
like putting gum back on it.
It's, I mean,
Dude,
that's
that was
kind of
nasty.
it's cool because it's a monument in Seattle, but it's such a gross concept.
But a lot of free
Everybody
gum for
just
the
putting-
homeless.
oh god,
No wonder why they don't have bad teeth in downtown Seattle.
dude. Also,
gum
have you
wall.
ever smelled a Seattle homeless person's breath?
Yeah,
Icy.
I made out with one
Icy.
time.
I see. What?
Like, ooh,
Why?
is that mint? You're
Oh,
like, oh, nice.
Oh, is that spearmint? Is that trident? Did
yeah, wow.
you get off the wall over here?
They're like actually selling packs on the street. It's just
Just like
used packs.
reuse packs.
Yeah.
Just
You just give me orbits. Thank you. Thank you. I
Orbit
appreciate
is trash.
it. Oh, you must be homeless. You have orbit.
Yeah.
I will say though that like if you look at streets and sidewalks and stuff, the
Yeah.
grossest part of them are there's like gum everywhere. So it makes sense to ban it.
Dude, now I see masks everywhere.
Yeah, the masks are not going in the garbage. I can tell you that.
No. Which
What are you talking about?
You look at like a parking lot, you like roll up to a parking lot, and there's just a bunch of like face
Oh,
masks
yeah, dude.
everywhere, bro.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you're right.
Like
That's
people
not-
just
that's
throw
so
'em.
true. Dude, they're
I don't know
bad.
if they actually throw them.
No, but people like take them off and they
They
drop them. They don't pick them
just
up.
Dead
yeah.
ass look you in the eye and just drop it straight on the ground.
What a savage move!
It's
Just
a
like,
disposable mask. I don't need it anymore.
we're both agreeing that this is gonna happen.
At
Right
least
now.
cut the strings off so you don't kill a sea
We're-
turtle.
We're both gonna waste time. Let's do it.
Yeah. Do you guys remember what they told us when you know the like 6 packs of
Yeah, like the little
or whatever?
plastic
Yeah.
stuff that holds
Yeah, you
it.
have to
Yeah.
cut them
Just
because
cut
it
it
was
up, yeah.
killing the turtles or the. Do we ever confirm that that's real?
Oh yeah. It's
Do we
real.
just believe that just so we
No,
can
no,
cut
no,
off the?
That's real. That one's real.
Speaking
Are
of
we, like,
turtles,
100% positive.
I don't think it was killing I don't think it was killing mass numbers of turtles. I'm just
Well, people kept showing pictures, but of like birds having it over their beaks and stuff. I was like,
good. Honestly, birds,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, birds
I hate birds.
birds aren't
FBI
even
agents.
real, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not even real. Why the fuck do we care about the birds?
spies,
Yeah.
spies.
Reagan killed them in the 70s, replaced them with robots. We already know. It's
We
old
already-
That's a
news.
big facts.
Old
Big
news.
facts. So speaking of sea turtles, for everybody listening, if you haven't already, watch Trevor Wallace's sea turtle skit thing he does.
Oh my
on
gosh, I've
YouTube.
watched it. It's so funny.
Bro,
Oh my god.
it is some of the funniest. Oh my god, dude.
It really is. It's
oh
one of
my
his
God,
best
it's
videos.
So probably all time like favorite Trevor Wallace.
It's really funny.
Dude,
All right,
he's so
take your
funny.
woe fact.
All right. I can't find the original one that I was gonna do, so I found a different one. This one, a a hypenic
Hypenic.
jerk. Hypenic.
Just kidding. I have no idea.
Whatever. It's okay. This is the science term for like when you fall asleep and you twitch yourself, or like when you're falling asleep and you twitch, or you like.
Oh
jolt
yeah, and you
yourself
kind of
back
like wake
awake.
yourself up.
Yeah, it's called a
Dude,
hypenic jerk.
That
So,
freaks me out sometimes, dude.
Well,
Sorry,
that's
go
what
ahead.
it's called.
Continue.
But
Sorry.
the thing was, is like the reason I picked it is because I remember like I have a really bad problem with this. Like I always twitch like hella bad in my
Same,
sleep. Like
same.
everybody that's ever been around me that has
Dude,
slept in a
you
bed
punch
with me.
hard.
No, I just fucking twitch and slap. So one time when I was growing up, my bed, I don't know, when I was in high school, I had my bed like up against a wall, like in a corner.
Yeah.
And I was going to
I feel
sleep.
like I know what's coming.
Yeah, I was going to
You
sleep.
punched a hole in the wall.
No, I didn't punch. Well, I put a dent in it, and I didn't punch it though. I kicked it with my foot. And so I literally had just fallen asleep, and I just twitched, and I just remember I hit the wall so hard it woke me up, and it freaked me out because I didn't know what happened, and I thought somebody was like trying to get into my house, and then I felt my foot, and I'm like, oh shit, my toes feel like they're broke, and then I looked at the wall, and it had a dent in the wall, and I'm like, oh damn it,
damn,
what?
bro.
Oh yeah, it was dumb. So that's
Dude.
what it's called. So
wow, there's actually like a scientific name for it. That's cool.
yes, yeah.
I hate that. That probably happens to me probably like once a night, once every other night, where I have some sort of like, I'm like dead ass about to fall asleep, and then I just jerk wide open, dude.
Flex is like, please calm down. Over
Which
there,
is funny because then he just
sleep.
freaking kicks me square in the gut after I do that to him. But so you talking about the hole in the wall thing reminded me of like this TikTok I saw this weekend of Nick Merckx. He's like telling his chat. He's like, yeah, Emu, she was gone this weekend, which is his wife.
Yeah.
And I was out on a walk, and dude, dead ass, I was walking along and I tripped and fell. And look what happened to the concrete when I fell, dude. And it's this imprint, this giant dick imprint on the concrete, like a 5 foot long just dick imprint on the concrete, dude.
Yeah.
And Nick Merckx the whole time just straight faces this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, is he okay? And then he swings this picture on the screen.
Dude, he's
and then he
such
goes, dude, he's like, it's all right, I'm fine. Everything's healing okay.
Dude, he's such a huge troll. He's like the biggest troll.
Oh, I love that.
So funny.
So funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I love Nick Merckx so much.
Oh, he's so funny.
All right, Clayton.
All right, my wolf fact here. It is I have a lot here actually.
Oh yes.
I'm trying to go with what okay, so a sneeze. Do you know a sneeze shoots through the air at 100 miles per hour, sending 10,000 germs flying?
Gross.
Dude, I'm not surprised.
Whoa.
Like, I
100 miles an hour
violent.
though. Like I couldn't hit my own sneeze fastball.
Yo, people who
I do. I could.
sneeze with
You
their
think so?
mouth open or
Oh,
they sneeze into their
dude.
hand.
Biggest pet peeve.
Stop doing that.
No, bad.
Coughing.
It literally doesn't take any effort to just move your hand and go to your forearm or
Just
like that
dab.
little pocket. Yeah, dab, dude, or just sneeze down. Like, don't sneeze out
Dude.
like at somebody. That
Dude,
is like
my
one of my
go-to-
biggest pet peeves. I
My
hate that.
go-to is like in the shirt like this, like that. Achoo, or I just achoo or
Yeah.
I cough. Dude, honestly, my biggest pet peeve is people coughing or sneezing into their hand.
Yeah.
And then playing it off like nothing. It's like, what are you doing, you psychotic ass? Like,
we both just saw what happened.
I
need to
know
go watch
you
it.
know what you just did.
You just squirt a
So-
little hand sanitizer in their hands. You're just like, hey,
Dude,
we
I'm
get it.
I'm dumping the hand sanitizer on
Do
their
you know-
body.
Do you know how
you're watching this.
like that has never really been a huge issue, but I guarantee you that is going to be such a huge issue from now on, just because
Dude, it's
of how big
always
COVID
been
was
one of
and
my
stuff.
biggest pet peeves.
But now
I
it's
feel-
gonna be like
I feel scared to cough in public, honestly.
love
like,
it.
if I'm in the store and I have a cough coming, I'm like,
Oh. Story time.
I gotta
Dude.
like,
Everybody's felt that through the past year. You've gone through a store one time and you're just wheezing. You're just-
yeah.
So my parents, dude, this
Yeah.
last weekend, bro, my parents went to look at like travel trailers. And I ended up going with them, and I put on the mask, and it's like a brand new mask, that one that I've like never worn before. And of course I throw it on as I'm walking into this place with probably 10, 20 people all looking at these like travel trailers inside. And I like inhale, and one of the fabric pieces of the mask straight to the back of my throat. Oh. I coughed for probably 30 minutes and people were just death eyeing me. Yeah. After that, I just took the mask off and I was just coughing. I didn't even care. I was like, I can't actually breathe in this thing, because every time I'd inhale, dude, there'd be like a new piece of like fabric or fur, like a little fuzzball going down my throat. And my dad goes, "Don't worry, he doesn't have COVID."
You think you got your spokesperson there?
Yeah, seriously. Thanks for the PR team.
Dude, and then the dude who was like helping us out, he's like, "Do you need water?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay, it's right around the corner." I was like, "Okay, thanks, dude."
Dude,
oh, dude, it was
that's the worst though, because like you can't explain yourself. People just automatically assume they're like, that guy has a disease.
When it was like coughing to the point where I was like crying, you know, like when you cough so much, dude. Oh, it was brutal.
Take that breath in just a little bit too wrong, and you're like, "Oh, here it comes!"
Oh,
and you try to do the cough like under your breath. You're like, "It's not."
I was like, "Don't worry, I'm vaccinated."
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of vaccinations, perfect segue here. My one whack thing: Las Vegas officials held a pop-up vaccine clinic at a strip club.
Swag.
I feel like they should be giving antibiotics for something other than COVID.
It's probably an all-in-one vaccine.
Yo, I would be down to get that.
The nurse probably has to give a disclaimer like, "Hey, you know this is not going to fix everything, right?"
Yeah.
Like,
this can't fix the gonorrhea. Okay, cool. Thank you.
They're like, "Oh, what kind of shot is this?"
I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, I didn't want this one. They're like, "I thought they were giving everybody these STD shots." Like,
I thought this was like an all-in-one bath soap.
Yeah.
Face wash, toothpaste. I thought it was everything.
Yeah. Oh, and I need a second one? What bullshit is this?
Oh, this is the Johnson & Johnson.
Why do I have 11 toes? What the hell is going on?
Dude, speaking of that, probably all-time like favorite video is this like voicemail. I've sent it to you guys before, and it's this guy. He goes, "Hey, bro, I was in New York this weekend. I ended up getting a shot. I didn't get the one that I wanted. It was like the off-brand shot that I want, that I ended up getting. Honestly, so far, no side effects." And as he's like talking and telling the story, he's slowly getting this like Asian accent, dude. And then at the end, it's like full-blown straight from somewhere over in Asia, dude. And it was like, oh my God, the funniest video I think I've ever seen. Because it's just like, he does a great job with changing his accent through the whole thing, because it sounds like normal American, and then it's like, "Do you want to like?" Dude, oh my gosh, it was,
dude. Those videos of people getting vaccines and then joking about it have been so damn funny. Just like
hilarious.
I know we all watched Lil Sass on like Twitter or something. He had one where he was just driving down the road. He's like, "Honestly, it hasn't even really affected me. Like everything's going super well." And all of a sudden it just goes black, and you just hear, and he's like crashing into somebody. God, so funny. All of those videos on TikTok has been A1. All right, I already did my one whack thing. Matt, you want to go?
One whack thing. What was your fact?
My fact was the sneeze at 100 miles an hour.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. So
where are we,
dude? I am.
We've been doing this for a year.
I
like
thought
you've been here
for a second. I thought you said one whack fact, and I was like,
"Whoa,
wait a second." Yeah, I was like, "Wait a second."
You're welcome.
Do we have that?
I can join it into one.
Yeah, it's just all one.
This shit's
dude.
Whack, yo.
So mine comes from the great state of Wisconsin. Didn't even know Wisconsin had zoos.
Cheese.
Like, what the hell? That was just cheese factories and hockey.
Cheese curds.
Dude, so a private zoo in Wisconsin said that their alligator might be on the loose in the area after apparently escaping his enclosure.
The pet alligator?
No. So it's like in a private zoo. So it's where, so it's not really a pet, but it's basically where it was a pet, but that owner now can't take care of it anymore. So like give it to this like privately owned zoo.
Gotcha.
But good news is the doc said, where'd I go? Rex, so the alligator Rex, has been at the facility for 35 years and is unlikely to pose any danger to the public. It doesn't hunt for his food. He has never had to do that. I don't even think he knows how to, said Dr. Hopkins. The zoo also said on Facebook, the crocodile has severe arthritis in his jaws, making it very difficult to open his mouth. I had an ex-girlfriend give me that excuse one time. I don't need to hear that. Like, it's honestly not that big of a deal. Like, I guess 1 inch is giving it a lot. So,
well, boys, it was a good run. All
She
right,
gives
1
you
year
your
was
girlfriend
good
just
enough.
your girlfriend gives you a doctor's note. You're like, hey, I don't
I have arthritis in my jaw. Well, next.
Bro,
It
that's
is
also
decided.
another good point too, though. Like, this might be a little.
Wait,
I gotta be
about
careful how I say
arthritis in
this.
the jaw, or
No. I gotta
Oh,
be careful
okay.
how I say this.
Also, I looked
No, you don't.
at the lifespan of alligators, 30 to 50 years. Wow.
dude, that's a long time.
That's too long.
Is that like dog years too, where it's like 7 on top of 1?
Maybe. If that was the case, then they'd live to 350 years.
Dude, freaking sea
That's-
turtles, bro.
There's no, yeah, that's sea turtles.
Yeah.
They do live for a long ass time.
Animals
Like
live longer
150
than
years
100
or
years.
Like,
something.
the problem with like zoo animals going out into the wild is like they have no idea how to hunt or like get their own
Yeah.
food, and that's why I'm always so confused when people like animals that are born in zoos and they're like, we need to free the animals. It's like, you're just gonna kill them. Like that,
Yeah,
that
they're
ain't
gonna
gonna
be
do
dead.
nothing.
It's like
Yeah.
sending like dog, like a house trained dog, out in the wilderness. Like it's gonna
Yeah,
die in
the
24
same.
hours.
Yeah, it's the same. They don't know how to do that stuff, and so I'm always so confused on those ones. I'm like, that's probably not the fight you want to.
Also,
pick.
like zoo animals get treated seriously, barring like some of the zoos that mistreat
Some,
animals.
yeah.
But for the most part, I
Yeah.
would say that zoos have such high regulations for their animals now.
Yeah.
Some of them get treated better than people. They get fed 3
Yeah.
times a day, bathed. They
Yeah.
get all this stuff. Their enclosures
Exactly.
are like huge. So
Dude, speaking of zoo animals, I match with some of the just
Okay. What are we on?
we
What are
did have a
on?
good run. Tay, your one whack thing.
Oh yeah, I probably should say it before we get canceled here. So over the weekend,
God, I love
a
it.
couple of trucks in Florida were in a accident, delivery trucks, and during one of the accidents, one of the trucks was carrying a bundle of rebar, and
Rebar. What is rebar?
rebar is that
Is that
straight
food?
steel. No, it's the stuff they
Oh,
put in
shoot.
concrete when they're like
Okay.
pouring
Yeah. I
concrete
gotcha.
frames
I
and stuff.
gotcha.
So
Oh, I'm thinking of rhubarb, like rhubarb pie. Sorry.
rhubarb, no,
ahead.
rebar.
Sorry.
So
I'm hungry still.
I'm hungry.
anyways, big old log of rebar went through this guy's cab of his truck.
Oh,
No, he wasn't injured, but the pictures of
Oh.
this wreck are absolutely
Probably
bonkers.
terrible.
Dude, literally the rebar was like scathed right by his leg where he has the
Oh my
throttle. Like
God.
it was
Dude, that's like
super
that.
close. Final
What's
Fantasy.
yeah, no, Final
Yeah. Or
Destination.
Final Destination.
Yeah,
yes.
dude, that's like some
Yeah,
Final
yeah.
Destination stuff. No, thank you, dude.
I always think about that when you're
Oh.
behind trucks with logs, but the problem is like that's not a common thing because the logs are so heavy that it couldn't slip. It would have to be caused by a wreck.
Anything
But
lightweight, I
but-
always like get into the next lane.
yeah.
Like I'm never behind anybody that has something that looks like they could fly
Could you
out.
imagine seeing that though in person? Like a fucking log go through somebody. Oh my gosh,
Oh.
that'd be
That'd be
wild.
lit. What?
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be bad.
I've only seen a couple of car accidents in person, and they were wild.
Dude, it reminds you of I don't know if you guys were big into, oh my God, Grey's Anatomy.
Yes.
There was a couple of those like incidents where it was like that, where I think there was one where like a metal rod went between 2 people and they had to like cut
yep.
them off or something like that, dude. Yeah, it was freaking nasty.
that sounds so gross.
There
Like-
was an episode of Scarred with a rod that went through some dude and he lived. I swear it was
Dude, that's
Scarred.
crazy.
Or no, it was 1,000 Ways to Die. Do you remember that show? Did you guys ever watch that show?
Oh, so it's 1,000 Ways to Die and Live, or
No, it's just.
So I'm trying to get some ideas here.
Nah.
I think I remember what you're talking about, Tay, but it's like
Yeah.
they were impaled. It was like
Yeah.
two people that were
Oh.
impaled by the same thing.
Dude, that's gnarly.
You imagine like looking behind you being like, don't fucking move. Don't.
Well,
Yeah, you move,
yeah.
you're gonna rupture my
Yeah.
something. I don't know, something in your body.
mhm.
Oh, that just
Something.
gives me chills. Like just getting impaled by anything would suck.
Now you know how.
And you're
Now you know how
conscious and
a
you see it,
woman
you're
feels,
like-
Clayton.
Well, like on a like there's TV shows and like Grey's Anatomy and stuff that they're like impaled in the face, or, like the head, but if they move it, they'll have to.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, if they move, but they don't feel it because their body's like trying to, they're in shock and they're trying to absorb it.
Isn't that crazy how like shock work, like
Adrenaline.
being in shock works?
Your body is just trying to. Yourself.
Yeah, I remember when I like
yourself.
when I snapped my wrist playing baseball, like I didn't even feel it until like I got to the hospital and I was like, okay, this kind of hurts now.
Yeah, I feel that. Oxy, please.
Oxy. But I was more pissed I couldn't play baseball than and then dude in the doctor had was such a douche. He was like a 5'4", 120 pound soaking wet. Just I would have I would have taken him out back and like he was like trying to make jokes about something and they weren't funny. I'm pissed. Like dude, it was sophomore year. And like we were starting on varsity, like pretty big deal, like starting over people like upperclassmen. And I was pissed, dude. And he was like trying to make these funny jokes. And I dead ass was like, you're not funny. Like, pick a new career, dude. Like, you're not funny.
He's having this punk 15-year-old kid tell him he's not funny. He's like, dude, I'm a medical doctor.
I don't care. It's like I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, like, I literally
get a new career. Good luck. I'm young enough. I can do whatever I want, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'll never forget. I don't remember his name for good reason because he'd have a terrible Yelp review for sure.
You get Yelp reviews for surgeons.
Yeah,
like
dude. He was
4 out of 5.
ass.
He ate a bunch of garlic before, and his breath was ass. And
they're watching it. They're like, I literally saved that dude's life. I saved that dude's life, and he gave me a 3-star review.
2.5. He didn't put a rubber glove on. He just went in.
Yeah. He sneezed on me, so that sucked.
That's disgusting.
That would definitely give me a 1 star.
1 star.
Yeah,
you wouldn't even get a star.
Yeah, you're out.
You would just have to sit there and keep hitting submit because it wouldn't allow you to. So you have to give 1 star or something.
They're like Uber reviews. You just don't tip them. There's like 0 tip for you.
Dude, can you imagine if doctors got tips?
No, they already make so much money.
Yeah, that's true. They do make a lot of money, huh?
But they made like a regular wage. Say they made like 50 grand, but they just counted on tips. They're like, hey, so if you could leave me a little nice review.
Dude, can you imagine you're just getting out of anesthesia and you're getting hit with this like end of the surgery review?
So you're gonna get it in your email. Just make sure you click the survey. Like this guy's like, yo,
my name is Dustin. Did you tell me how your surgery went? You
make sure you give me all 10s because anything below a 10 does not count. 10s are above.
We have a sweepstake going for $10,000.
Were you highly satisfied?
I'm really trying to gut for that employee of the month. So if you could just give me a review here.
Were you highly satisfied with this? I wasn't even awake.
I'm kind of down for this. I kind of want to see this shit go down.
Yo, let's start an app, dude. Start an app.
Right.
Start a survey app just for like people who definitely don't need surveys.
Yeah.
What's another profession you could think of that doesn't need surveys? Like surgeons are definitely one. Like they fix you. Like police officers probably they get surveys.
They're probably gonna get one.
Hey, they do. It's called Twitter.
Yeah, Instagram.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm Officer Pins.
EMTs.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Right.
Anything medical.
Yeah.
Firefighters. They like
firefighters.
Hey, put out the fire real well.
Hey, if you guys can leave me a review, that'd be great.
My whole house burnt. 1 star.
Yes.
Oh my god.
0 out of 10 would not recommend. My whole house is on fire.
What house? Now. Took them 15 minutes to get here. My house is gone.
What house?
Oh
my god.
So funny. Yeah, we should start this app. Just like reviews for professions that don't need reviews. That'd be hilarious.
So I'm pretty sure there's already like Google reviews still do that for like I know they do it for like dentist offices, and I would imagine they'd have it for other things too.
Yeah. I guess.
But for an actual like surgeon, dude, that'd be so funny.
They have like stats.
Yeah.
They have,
It's like,
dude, he has like
that
a
surgeon's a 6.8. Like, I hate that surgeon.
At least gotta go somebody who's 8.4 and above, dude.
They would just never.
Dude, and it has like a little
again.
dollar sign for how expensive it was next to it too.
It's like a Yelp review.
Yeah.
So it's like price, okay. It's like service, great. It's like all these things you're ranking some of. The guy's like, dude, I went to school for 8 years for this shit. Like, I don't need reviewed on you.
Oh, you had open heart surgery. He's like giving me reviews. You would have been dead.
Oh,
They
on
should
the
give
flip
you a
side,
review.
they get to review customers like Uber. You know how they
Ooh.
review like the people in the
bro.
back, like their passengers. Surgeons can give like patients reviews. It's like 4 out of 10 had some heart malfunctions. Like
That
they came in
actually
with a
should
broken
be-
thumb.
That actually should be more.
Definitely should
of
lose
a
weight, or else I'm
common
not going to
thing.
save him next time.
They can decline, like Uber drivers. They can like decline a ride. Surgeons can like decline a patient. They're like,
service.
I wouldn't do that on that guy. Like he's rated 4 out of 10.
I would 12 out of 10 not working on him. So basically, this guy who needs surgery is screwed because nobody recommends him.
Yeah. Basically, it's just like a group project on how to not give services to people who probably need them.
Yeah, it's all right. Let him
Like,
die.
Like dentists can do that to you. They're like, 3 out of 10. This guy has terrible teeth. Came in with 8 cavities. Like, would not recommend to do again. So every time you try
Would
to
not
find
work
a
on
dentist,
again.
every time he tries to find a dentist, they're like, dude, I'm sorry, you're rated 3 stars. Like, I can't do it.
We're,
Oh my
we're a 4-star and up only service.
Yeah. Orthodontist, he's just trying to get straight teeth. They're like, sorry, dude, you're rated too low.
Your teeth are too crooked.
You only got one tooth.
Yeah, you can't say teeth. It's a tooth.
They can't do it in Alabama, that's for sure.
Oh,
The
oof.
rating system would just be zeros across the board.
It's like, I don't know why my cousin's doing all the work.
All right, that's gonna do it for Way Out Here. We'll be back next week. Make sure you leave us a 5-star review and go and leave us a review. This sounds weird too now. Yeah, a podcast.
Uh-oh.
We need reviews. So
Yeah.
hey, leave us
We're
any
getting-
review you want.
We're definitely getting a 1-star.
Yeah, leave us any
Sorry.
review you want. Give us some stars, whatever.
Matt
Leave
really
us a
killed the
review.
vibe.
Subscribe. We'll see you guys next week.